Huge queues have continued to form outside petrol stations in the UK amid fears the Ukraine invasion will push up fuel prices. Petrol stations have seen their forecourts rammed with cars, as Brits rush to fill up before the predicted price hikes. Today, further queues for petrol were spotted at Costco in Busch, Watford, despite people being urged not to panic buy. In today's images, the queues of cars stretched out of the forecourt as people waited to get into the petrol station. A petrol tanker was also seen at the station, topping up supplies for motorists. And near Ashford in Kent, further queues were seen, at a petrol station where fuel has crept up to £1.51 per litre. Today, further queues for petrol were spotted at Costco in Busch, Watford, pictured, despite people being urged not to panic buy. Near Ashford in Kent, further queues were seen today, at a petrol station where fuel has crept up to £1.51 per litre. It comes after large amounts of cars were yesterday seen at other petrol stations across the country. In Liverpool yesterday, a massive amount of cars were seen waiting for fuel at the city's cheapest petrol station. Drivers in Prescott were warned that a petrol station there had run out of unleaded petrol and diesel. In Liverpool yesterday, a massive amount of cars were seen waiting for fuel at the city's cheapest petrol station. Pictured, Tesco in Bracknell, Berkshire yesterday. On Friday, similar scenes were spotted at a Costco petrol station in Derby. The chaotic situation meant employees had to direct traffic, which snaked out of the car park and into the roundabout near Pride Park in the city. Shoppers concerned by high costs during the pandemic have been told that prices of petrol, gas and wheat could surge as the war continues to rage between Russia and Ukraine. Russia and Ukraine are exporters of the three products, which are seen as essential. In today's images, the queues of cars stretched out of the forecourt as people waited to get into the petrol station. Pictured, the Costco petrol station in Busch, Watford. This means that disruption in supply of these goods could see their prices skyrocket. After Russia attempted to storm Ukraine's capital Kyiv and were unsuccessful, they are now fighting a battle for the city of Kharkiv. The country continues to hit cities and bases with their strikes as Ukraine fights back. Pictured, a busy petrol station in Bracknell, Berkshire, yesterday. People have reacted with frustration online to the petrol queues and fear there could be shortages. As the war began, analysts predicted massive price hikes, with petrol projected to rise in cost to more than 170p per litre, bills jumping by £700 and the price of bread going up by 20p. An economist added that if jumps in oil, gas and electricity products continue, inflation could rise to 8.2% in April. The expert added that inflation would only fall back to 6.5% by the end of 2022. Speaking yesterday, a petrol station worker at a Shell garage in Basingstoke, Hampshire, Malik, 37, said, "It's been a bit busy, 6 or 7 cars affecting traffic between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. He said although the prices were high, customers would always complain about them. As the war began, analysts predicted massive price hikes, with petrol projected to rise in cost to more than 170p per litre, bills jumping by £700 and the price of bread going up by 20p. People have tweeted their anger at the queues, months after a petrol crisis. His words came as people reacted with fury to the new petrol queues online. One person wrote, "Stupid motorists starting their idiotic behaviour again. Stop it." And another wrote, "Here we go again," while others added, "The fools are at it again, when will they ever learn? Once you run it dry the new goes up more." Others said, "Round and round we go and not again, ease." It comes after large amounts of cars were yesterday seen at Shell Windsor, a garage in Virginia Water, Surrey, and at Tesco's petrol station in Bracknell, Berkshire, pictured. Meanwhile, the Petrol Retailers Association, which represents independent retailers, has said it would continue to ensure the price of fuel was as competitive as possible. Tesco said, "We're working hard to ensure regular deliveries to our petrol filling stations across the UK. The situation is changing with deliveries arriving all the time." Morrison said, "In the UK petrol prices vary from town to town and neighbourhood to neighbourhood. We will always strive to be competitive in each local area. Occasionally this can mean price differences between different areas open up. We continually review our prices and will look to reduce this difference as soon as we can. Mail Online has contacted the major petrol suppliers for comment.